with a camera.
The following program comes to you in color.
Good evening. It's Walt coming to you live and in color from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. To be more specific, the Founders Plaza facility on the northwest side of the airport. And yeah, we're going to be with you for the next couple hours, I hope. Here on this Tuesday, November 28th, 2023, you see the Super Samu there parked. I'm in the back of it, and that's where we'll be while we track things down for you tonight. We should have some fun, and I'm very glad that you are here with us. There's a Queen of the Skies over there, a UPS Queen of the Skies, QOTS. I haven't had a chance to look at the departures tonight, so hopefully we'll see that go out. As you can see, it's 49 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's a little bit chilly, but it's not breezy at all, just a very gentle southerly puff of wind, so that makes things nice. And we've started our show at a time when there seems to be not a lot happening right now. So let's go to your messages. Michael Villandre says, "Hi Walt, love the night shows, thank you." Michael's a member of the channel, as is John H., who says, "No honking on Runway DFW, unlike AVL tonight." Well, the night is young, John. Sebastian Echeverria says, "Walt, are you cold?" I am very layered up, so I should be okay, as long as I keep moving. Carla Longerbeam channel member says, "Good evening, Walt. Fantastic mods and everyone from DFW." And Josh Aldrich, one of those great mods, our newest mod, in fact, says, "Good evening, Walt," and hello to you, Josh, up in Oklahoma City, if that's where you are right now. Raina Taylor says, who's a channel member, says, I can enjoy the stream until I need to switch over and track my aunt's flight to Lexington from Atlanta tonight. All right, well, glad to have you with us for as long as you can. Larry Hawkins says, "Walt, did you order that UPS Queen?" I did not, but I'm happy to see it there, as always. We've got a little, what is this? A Martinair headed our way. This is a Cessna 208B Super Cargo Master. It's 20th century single engine aircraft coming in from Wichita Falls here in Texas. Which it says here is 111 miles away, so it's not a very long trip at all. And this little plane feeds cargo into the UPS network.
DFW Tower 3854, visual 18 line.
FedEx 3854 to be channel 1170, 9 clear to land the runway 18. Clear to land 854.
There it goes, a little size comparison for you, Queen of the Skies, and I don't know how you would classify that plane. Small. Mr. Phil 63 says, howdy. Jeremy Costello says, hey all from Sydney, down under. Pleasure to have you here with us. I guess it's, what? Let me check the time in Sydney. I can tell you that. I have the technology right in front of me here. I'm going to say in Sydney it is 1:36 in the afternoon on Wednesday, so hope you're having a nice bit of weather there down there, and it's, as it approaches summertime in the southern hemisphere. Michael Wilson says hello again from New York. Stallion with a bunch of Roman numerals says, hi Walt, hope you're staying warm. We're doing the best that we can. I think we'll be okay. It's been colder. Hey, we got a FedEx flight coming in on this side. This is very unusual. This is flight 3854 from Oakland. It's a 767. So, yeah, the FedEx flights almost always come in and take off from the east side where the FedEx cargo facility is located. So I'm going to try to swing around here and see how much of this plane we can get. The spot that's moving there is not what we're looking for. That's a plane coming in on the east side. That's probably an American Airlines flight coming in from LaGuardia in New York. I think I see the FedEx plane coming in. There it is. The rare FedEx flight here on the west side. Very nice. It's a 4-year-old 767. And once it gets to the end down there, it's got a long way to go over across the bridge and over to the east side of this massive facility. And again, that was coming in from Oakland, California. We've got another Super Cargo Master Martinair coming in from Tyler, Texas. Be here in about a minute. 42-minute flight from Tyler. And it'll be eventually pulling in over right in front of us there. All right, let's see if we can catch this Martinair coming at us here. There's our primary camera tonight.
1988.
A 35-year-old 20th century aircraft coming on in. We'll get a little better look at it in just a few minutes. Here on the big show. It's been a while since we've done a nighttime broadcast. To be frank, well, I'm Walt actually, but yeah, it's. I think it was on the 8th of November, so it was like 20 days ago. Things have not lined up for us to do a nighttime show, so. MTW Kirby says, I'm on my way to the airport heading to Sydney. ERB says, hello, Walt. Good to see you. I think that's what that means in today's hip abbreviations. Oliver Banda says, hey, DFW family. CJ Kata says, good evening, Walt. AVL just finished. You're on. And great night. David Newmeyer says, we got a UPS 747 sitting here in Phoenix Sky Harbor right now. I'm glad Kevin finished up. He had a long broadcast today over at Airline Videos Live. And I don't ever intentionally mean to be on the air at the same time as he is. So, but I didn't get to see much of his presentation today. Travel the Caribbean 2009 says, good evening, Walt. Finally got to meet Kevin back when he was in Cincinnati. It was so exciting. I live near the Columbus area. Well, you had quite a trip from central Ohio to Cincinnati, the Queen City. I see A-list flyer Chris in the house, who's another one of our great mods, and a channel member. O'Malley is also here, another member of the Runway DFW membership family. He says, great to be here. Thanks, Walt. Thank you. Couldn't do this without you. And you and you. Andrew Nolan says, what's up with the Delta 767 flying to DFW from Seattle? Lands in an hour. I don't know. I would only suspicion that it's got something to do with perhaps a sports charter. Only speculation on my behalf. United Airlines Flight 1235 from the mile-high city of Denver is just about to come on in for a landing. It's be an Airbus A319. Not quite 20th century material, dating back to the year 2001. Punch that up. See what we got here. As you can see, we do not have an unobstructed view tonight. If I wanted to live dangerously and park ourselves out by the temporary fencing, we could get a little more 180-degree view unencumbered. But the problem with that is that our regular viewers will know we often are inundated with sprinklers at night. It's unpredictable. And I kind of thought I had it figured out there for a while, but
That's 435, Echo to Yankee. Correction, Echo to Alpha.
I was incorrect.
Echo Alpha, full short, 18 left, United 1235.
Well, that plane's turning and burning. I believe it's going to Phoenix.
Envoy 3332, on out to B part from my one left circle.
You saw in the shot there as it went by Turkish flight 192 headed back to Istanbul, 787-9. That is a flight that often takes off from the east side of the airport, but we'll see what happens tonight. There's the skyline of Dallas behind the East Tower, and there is the American Eagle heritage livery on that Embraer 175. As that another Delta flight comes in. Was that the Delta flight from, I think that was the one we were waiting for, coming in from Denver.
Airport, wind here is 17010, altimeter is 3026, please request to be caution, carrying out this.
So let's get back to this Turkish flight. Now passing in front of Terminal B.
Envoy 3332, kind of close.
Watch Envoy 3332.
And I'm going to say it's on a trajectory to make a right-hand turn to head over the bridge to the east side to begin its long journey back to Istanbul.
And Tower Delta 1685 is clear on Echo. Let's stay with you.
Josh Aldrich says Turkish delight on a moonlit night. Speaking of moonlit, we should dial into the moon here.
Proceed direct. Clear the Bravo, VHM.
Caroline Langham, a channel member, says, "Hi, Walt and friends. Haven't been able to tune in for a while. Happy to be here tonight, and we are happy as well to have you." Andrew Nolan is saying the Cowboys play the Seahawks on Thursday, which could account for that Seattle originated Delta. Was it a 757 or 767? I can't remember, but we welcome C.M. Hoon as a new subscriber. As you look at our, we've got a head-on look tonight of the Super Samu, our F-150 pickup truck, which serves as our headquarters sometimes at night when we are concerned about sprinklers going off. There goes the Turkish aircraft over the bridge.
Alright, contact ground, 0.65 on the bridge, Delta 1685.
I think we must have missed the departure of the British Airways A380 this evening. Let's take a peek at its usual parking spot. And I see a Qatar plane down there, but I don't see the big tail of the A380, so must have left either before I got here or while I was setting up and otherwise occupied, or it didn't operate today. One of those three is the answer, I think. Well, we're talking about the moon. It's a full, I think it's a full moon tonight. I've got to stop down our okay, I think I've just about got it. The problem's going to be in standing still because we're at full zoom and I'm in the bed of a pickup truck. So let me think. I got it locked in there. Well, it's a little dim, actually. Let me give it a little more oomph here. There, that's a pretty detailed look at our nearest heavenly neighbor. It'd be so cool if a plane flew in front of it, but it's up a little high for us to see something like that tonight. A little high in the sky. There's me gingerly moving around. Our friend Honor Wimbry is checking in. Hello to you, Honor. Now let me get ready for our next action here. We say welcome to Robert Dixon, who is the newest member of the channel. Thank you, Robert. Or the newest, did that say member or subscriber? That's a member, so thank you, Robert.
And Runway 3416 will be ready to go with you for.
Okay, back to the action, I think.
14 companies departing on my way, left long way.
5.18 miles, onboard 3614.
Well, it's an Embraer 175 American Eagle. Don't know where it's going to.
FB Park, for the takeoff 1 left over 3614.
American 861 through town, 1 left bumper.
18 left, line up and wait, American 861.
Raina Taylor, our pal, is celebrating 6 months of membership here at Runway DFW. I forgot to put my membership up, she said. I'm happy to be here with you all. I miss catching your streams all. Lovely night in Dallas. Thank you, Raina. Very much appreciated. We have an American Airlines Airbus A319 about ready to take off. It's flight 861. Our pals at Flight Radar 24 are not being cooperative in providing us with information about where this plane is going. Don't get me wrong, love Flight Radar 24, but sometimes, out of all the thousands of planes they track, sometimes a piece of information is not available. It's an amazing service, nevertheless. Doreen Olinsky says greetings from Cincinnati. Happy to see you. Did you see Kevin while he was there? Kevin of Airline Videos Live was there a week and a half ago, I think. Robert Dixon with a $5 super chat says, please don't take this wrong way, Walt, but I subscribe because I love falling asleep to your After Dark program. Well, I don't take that the wrong way. I mean, you know, whatever floats your boat or puts you to sleep. It's American Flight 577, 737. 800. And this one's going to Denver. It would be nice if there was a way, and I don't have a way right now to do this, to give you the option of listening to just an unnarrated version of this if you chose. We don't have that as an option with YouTube right now. I guess we could split the tracks one, you know, we could send it out in stereo, but I don't think most people these days have the, you know, like back in the old days of stereo, you used to have a knob for balance and you could balance it one way or the other and just listen to the right or the left channel. Most TV sets and most computers and phones and iPads, they don't have that as an option, at least not easily. So I guess that would mean sending out a separate stream which had the option of no narration. Let me put that up for a vote. I'm not putting a vote up, but let me know what you think about that. There's probably some way technically to do it, but I wouldn't do it if there was no demand for it. Hello, Dave C., our newest subscriber. Thank you for joining our little organization here, and after 10 minutes, you'll be able to chat with us, because that is it's a bonus of being a subscriber to the channel. A subscription is free, as most YouTubers know, but if you don't, yeah, you hit the subscribe button. There's no expense involved, and you'll be able to take part in our chat. That was Ameriflight Flight 1791. Don't know where that came from. It's a Beach C99 airliner, and I think that will take the cake for our oldest plane so far tonight.
1982.
Wow, 41 years old. Older than the older of my two children. We've got another American Eagle plane. This one's going to Abilene. It's flight 3795 and Embraer 175.
DFW Tower, 2405, visual 18 right.
2405, channel 170, 18 right.
You know, talking about going to sleep, I've found a function of my Echo bedside device. It's an Amazon Echo something or other, something with a screen on it, and it has a function called Sleep Sounds, and I found a sound called Box Fan. Yeah, box fan. And that's what puts me to sleep every night. Another American Eagle flight, lulling you to sleep. I dialed up the camera gain a little bit. So the picture's a little grainier, but the foreground is a little more viewable. We've got a couple of UPS planes on the way. They will follow American Flight 2405 coming in from Seattle, an Airbus A321. The UPS plane right behind it will be a 757, Flight 791 from Laredo, Texas, and the one following that will be an A300 coming in from San Antonio, Texas, right here on Runway DFW. Wellington Flights Live, a channel member, and be sure to check out his channel for some great Kiwi action. He was at, what was it? You weren't at Wellington. You were at Auckland. Wow, that camera's gone out of focus, hasn't it? So anyway, check out Wellington Flights Live, and he says, Kevin, oh my goodness, Walt, that is cold. I hope you are wrapped up and warm, and thanks for braving the cold for us. It's really not that cold. Jason says, watching from the UK, great stream, thank you. We are about to check out the aviation stylings of a UPS 757. I don't see it quite yet, so I'm not going to turn our camera over to that quite yet. Freddie O says, I just turn on airplane streams to sleep. Seems to be a common thread. MCW Kirby says, Walt, can you capture my plane on live? It's a Qantas 7879. We always follow along with the Qantas flights, so as soon as I see it, I will we'll take a look. All right, I think I see the UPS 757 now is in our sights, I believe. That's it there, yes. Loves me some 757s. This plane's going to have to clear the runway pretty quickly to get out of the way of the A300 coming in behind it. Another 20th century aircraft. We'll get a little better look at that in just a moment or two as it comes our way to park in the vicinity of that 747. But first, it's time for an A300. And talking again to our friend, our long-distance friend Kevin at Wellington Flights Live, we have almost no wind here tonight, so it's not bad at all to be here on a late November night.
DFW Tower, good evening, American.
John Van Meter says, I load the UPS A300s up in Oklahoma City. Love those planes. Well, we're glad we could. You get a better look at it than we do then. But that's pretty cool. I see the Qantas flight is lit up on the radar now, so we should be seeing it heading our way soon. Here comes the 757 we saw landing a few minutes ago. This is where it gets fun because they get pretty close to us where we are. So we get a pretty good look at these guys or gals. There's the A300 in the background there. This one's going to be parking back there behind the 747. To dial that down a little bit, don't we? It's like the APU on that 747 is working. All right, and here comes the A300. Let's see where it parks. So it's going to park right next to that 757. Well, they loaded down with Cyber Monday paraphernalia. I wish I had a way to focus that, but I don't remotely. It seems to be going out of focus more. Maybe it has to do with the cold. Oh well. I'm going to have to mark that one off the list here, I think. Unless I go over there and mess around with it. Yeller 95 Vet says, funny how the TV towers look like they are really close, and they really do look like they're close, especially on a very clear night like tonight. There they are. They're in Cedar Hill, Texas. That's 24 miles from where I'm standing. Jusamar Martins is our newest subscriber. Thank you, Jusamar, for becoming a member of Runway DFW. Or becoming a subscriber. Wisconsin Dave says, looking great at night. Thanks, Walt. Jason Vine says, you should do plane spotting at Area 51. Oh, now there's an idea. I'm sure the U.S. government wouldn't have any problem with that. Actually, I remember a crew from the TV station I once worked for a long time, WFAA, they tried to do a story out at Area 51. That's Flight 1406 going off to San Antonio, Texas. And you may have seen it in the shot. Let's go back to it here. It's Qantas flight numero 8 off to Sydney. Departure plane landing from San Diego. American flight 2885. In Airbus A321, so that's down. And there's that Qantas flight.
Yeah, flight 1721, you continue on with the high speed and Bravo Charlie, the ramp stay with me.
There's the Grand Hyatt Hotel there in the background, which is attached to Terminal D. So a convenient place for passengers to have a few hours to lay over. We've got a 787-9 American Airlines rolling down. Flight 997, don't have any information other than that. Can't tell you where it's going.
Cross runway 18 left, Foxtrot on the bridge, ground point 6 Alpha, Foxtrot position. Cross runway 18 left, Foxtrot Alpha bridge, ground point 6 left, 7 minutes, 28.5. American 2024, cross runway 18 left over the bridge, ground point 6 Alpha. Cross 28 left, ground point 6 Alpha, the other side, American on the bridge, American 2024. American 997, heavy, contact. Good night, American 997.
Back to the Spirit of Australia. As it makes its way from Terminal D here at Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, we've got 5 active terminals right now. They're working on a 6th, but they're all lettered A to E. So anyway, all the international flights come into Terminal D, because that's where those customs people are. You know, the ones that are interested in seeing what you brought back from your trip. Two Tons of Love saying only 16 hours and 22 minutes down to Sydney today. So I hope all of you passengers got something comfortable to wear. I spy a Frontier plane in a little road race there.
American 2090, RNAV to land, runway 1 left, clear takeoff. RNAV where, clear takeoff, way left, American 21. American 2993, get through town, 1 left, on point.
Runway 1 left, American 2993.
American 1458, contact.
Departure, American 1458, good day.
B park, runway 18 left, start takeoff.
RNAV B park, start takeoff, 18 left,
Travis 4976, you can channel 18 left, on point.
It's American Flight 2993 and Airbus A321 that's gotten clearance to take off first.
American 219, I'm going to course. Departure back to 190.
I think I told you earlier we missed an MD-11 taking off just as we were getting ready to go on the air. Sorry we had to miss that. We do have at least one MD still over yonder at UPS.
American 1859, you can channel 18 left, on point.
Line up point.
TV traffic, you cross runway 13 US. American 2993.
Johnny Dodge, a channel member, says, Walt, we are sending chicken noodle soup stat. And Abraham says, busy even at night, and not just with cargo aircraft. Yeah, this will be a pretty hopping place till around midnight. And then there'll be a handful of planes that come in over midnight, between midnight and 5 a.m. or so.
Canadian 59, RNF B park, runway 18 left, start takeoff.
RNAV B park, start takeoff.
And those will mostly be cargo planes, not exclusively. I'm zooming out here because there's a fire truck with flashing lights about to cross our path.
Over to departure today, Skyway 4976.
Still keeping our eye on this Qantas bird. That is one long flight to Sydney, says AP. Heath Shelton said someone mentioned the TV towers earlier. Does anyone know how far the Senior Road Tower is from DFW? I'm not familiar with the Senior Road Tower. I mean, if it's in Cedar Hill, that is what we were looking at earlier. That's where most of the, all that group of towers is located in Cedar Hill, to the south of Dallas. I'm sure those Qantas passengers are keen to get it going. There's Frontier Flight 3977 with Austin, the Northern Mockingbird, on its tail. See if we can get a little better look at it there. There goes Qantas. A UPS 767 has lit up on the radar. It's going to Ontario, California, and we'll take a look at that momentarily. But our focus is now on this Dreamliner. About to make that long flight betwixt here and Sydney. Good looking plane. That's the east control tower there on the left of the tail, and to the right of the tail is the tallest building in downtown Dallas, the Bank of America Tower. We're about to be photobombed by a UPS plane. Wheels up to Sydney. To Beach C99, coming in from not available, America Flight 1721. Another 20th century aircraft for your perusal. 767-300 ER. And again, this is going to Ontario, California. My 7-year-old grandson has adopted a word. He uses it quite often. He says when he likes something that appeals to him, he says, "Grandpa, this is so satisfying."
Yeah, if I just say that, Alpha Bridge ground.
That's kind of the way I feel about the 757. That's a satisfying plane to look at. Shame they don't make them anymore. MTW Kirby, who I guess was on that Qantas flight, said, "Can anybody see my light?" I wasn't looking. I didn't get to see your message, so maybe somebody did. FTHL Luke, channel member, says, "Jingle Singer's on point tonight." And we've been, what was I gonna say? Lost my train of thought there. But let's see, where this plane is over there waiting to take off. There's also an American Airlines 737-800 about to lift off to Querétaro in Mexico. I think we'll have to pan over to the right to see that. So I think UPS will be next to go out after this flight to Mexico. Okay. I think I just heard sprinklers. Now, if we do get sprinklers, we're going to have to move the truck, which is no fun, but that will keep our equipment safe. So, I thought I heard sprinklers. And I don't see them. Maybe I was wrong. Hey, do you see what's going on over there? Let's take a closer look. Why, it's the Queen of the Skies being pushed back. This is a 747-400. It is 15 years old. It is going to Louisville. Everything else kind of takes a back seat, although let's see if we can catch the 757 taking off first. Too much action. Off to Ontario goes that classic aircraft. And now we're back to this. Pip Hastings says, woohoo, 747, beautiful. I always feel privileged to be able to bring you a Queen of the Skies on the broadcast. We don't get as many of them as the coastal airports seem to get. We regrettably don't have any passenger 747s in and out of DFW currently. So all we see is cargo, but we do see a lot of cargo from a variety of airlines. Suparna, Cathay Pacific, Cargo Lux. Korean Air. So anyway, we tend to drop everything when a Queen of the Skies makes an appearance. Gives me a chance to put my hands in my pockets for a little while to warm up. Well, this is appropriate. UPS 747 fan, Dallas, Australia. A channel member says, "Yay, UPS Cargo, love you, UPS 747. Happy to oblige. The distinctive silhouette of one of the world's... Is it one of the world's most iconic aircraft, or is it the most iconic aircraft? Well, as my grandson would say, it's satisfying. BK checks in with a $5 super chat. Thanks for a stream of dazzling, colorful lights like an intergalactic spray of stars, celestial clusters, a bed of neon sprinkles, in which I couldn't get to the end of that. That was very poetic. And there is that Delta 757 that we talked about earlier, coming in from Seattle. Bearing the Seahawks, perhaps? And for you international viewers, the Seahawks is a American football team. Jingle Singers?
1992.
A 31-year-old example of that aircraft. So again, it's very unusual for us to see a passenger 757. Well, that's a 767. Sorry. That's an old 767. Well, I mean, duh. But, you know, we see cargo 767s sometimes here, which are practically new. So, chances are this plane will be taxiing over to the... I don't know exactly what they call it. It's a kind of a parking area south of Terminal D. And, some drive-up stairs will be rolled over to that. I don't know how much of that we'll be able to bring you, but...
American 637, RNS to depart somewhere 1 left 6.
Lena 558 says hello from Dubai. I'm coming in next month to Fall AS. Would love to meet you at Founders Plaza. That 747 is a beauty. I totally agree. Yeah, well, if you, if we're here and you're here, be sure to stop on by. Sometimes I get a little distracted, but if you wave hard enough and you stand next to me, I'll be sure to acknowledge you and can have a little chat. So it's funny, this UPS, it's a 747, right? What's that going off there? Looks like a big plane. Yeah, that was flight 778 going off to London Heathrow, American Airlines flight 78. Okay, so that was taking off on the east side. Josh Aldrich, who's checking in with a 7-month membership anniversary. Josh, so happy to have you as a Quad Jet member and also as our newest mod. I think I saw, was it on our stream or on another stream, Josh? I saw you were outlining some plans for future travel. I think you said to New Zealand and Australia. I may have gotten you confused with someone else, but I thought that's what I remember hearing or seeing. Got to meet Josh at the Cranky Dork Fest weekend out at LAX. That was great fun. We have a new subscriber, Shanna T. Thank you, Shanna. Josh confirms Auckland and Sydney next year. Maybe you'll get to meet up with Kevin at, maybe he'll make his way over to Auckland and you can meet up. Another member, Veronica Peters. Hello, Walt. Enjoying another great stream as always. Well, not a new member. Veronica is celebrating 4 months of membership. I knew I recognized that name. Thank you, Veronica. Ellie French with, I think she's got this on a hotkey. Walt, dearest Walt, how are you doing today? A little chilly, as you can see on the thermometer there, 48 degrees Fahrenheit, but as I said earlier, we have almost no wind, so that makes all the difference. So you're just joining us. This is American Flight 767, which is a 747 aircraft. It's going to Louisville. FTH Luke celebrating a membership there, 1 month. Hey Walt, mods, and Runway DFW family. Always love the streams, especially After Dark. Keep up the great work and playing that awesome music. Wink, wink. I think I know what music you're talking about. Well, we may have to play it to indoctrinate our newer viewers.
RNAV park clear for takeoff, 18 left, UPS 767 heavy.
All right, here we go. Off to Louisville.
Ready to go, Departure UPS 767, so long.
Go 3120, runway 18 left, off-way, approximately transfer, heavy 74.
It's so confusing. Why would they give a 747 a flight number of 767? Getting a little empty over there at UPS headquarters. Let's check in our remote camera here. Did it ever come into focus? Not much.
Go 3120, classified material, turn around the B park, somewhere 1 left, let's take off.
Fredio says just nothing beats a 747. I'm with you, Fredio. Channel member Claire Kahn says beautiful up, up and away. So we do still have, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. You see the tail, the tri-jet tail of that lone MD-11 next door to us. Raina Taylor says, okay, everyone, I'm going to track my aunt's flight to Lexington. Hope everyone has a great night. Thanks, Walt, for the great stream. Thanks for watching, Raina. See you next time. Sarah Deal, channel member, says, I think Walt skipped my 3 months. Josh Aldrich, no worries. Let me see if I can go back and find that. Meanwhile, as I look for that, we'll check in with Colin Latimer, who asks, do you have a favorite plane? Love hanging out at Founders Plaza. Appreciate the stream. Helps me imagine I'm there right now. Well, while I look for Sarah's membership anniversary message, I do wish to share this little musical interlude with you. Now again, this is a song that we're not supposed to be playing because, well, Mrs. Runway DFW has taken a dislike to it. So it's kind of boring. But you know, if it puts you to sleep, then it may serve our purpose, at least for some viewers. So let's give you a sample of this. Just to let you know, it's called, the title of it is Calmly Cautious Remix. Now remember, as FTHL Luke says, this is for educational and informational purposes only.
Just a few minutes for 2081.
So that's it. That's the song that's been banned from our airwaves here. So hang on there, Sarah. So Veronica's. Here we go. Sarah Deal, celebrating 3 months of membership. Hello, Walt from Boston. It's cold here, near below freezing. Snow flurries were seen to the south of us. Stay warm where you are. Yeah, I can't complain about this weather if you've got below freezing and snow flurries and such. Kevin Kelly, channel member, says, good evening, Walt. Sorry, I can't stay up tonight. I'll see your next stream. Oh, Johnny Dodge says he's reporting our musical violation to headquarters. Now we're in trouble.
I got D-Fire 20 left. They're picking up the 2081.
So I'm looking for a plane here. I see it. There it is. It's a lone plane out there at the head of runway 18 left. Flight number 2881, a 737-800, American Airlines, going to Chicago O'Hare. The noise you hear is my coat rubbing against my microphone. See if we can see. Let's see here. Dial that down a bit. There's the Delta plane we saw come in earlier with the Seahawks, we believe, on board. So we can get a little closer in on that. That's a digital zoom there, so it's not going to look very good. I do see Looks like at the front of the plane. Let me see if I can make that a little clearer. The front of the plane, it looks like, oh yeah, I can see, look like buses there. So maybe they have deplaned. There's a stairway at the rear of the plane. I remember it was a few weeks back, and we were on the south side of the airport when another team plane came in ahead of a Cowboys game, and we thank Mark Howell for subscribing to the channel. And there was just like 3 or 4 or 5 buses that came right by our viewing spot after that plane landed. I think that was a United plane. Well, we have coming in about a minute or two, Frontier Flight 2148 from Denver, an Airbus A321. And this one, I don't know how much we'll see of it, but it's got Crockett the raccoon on its tail.
Frontier 2148, DFW channel 1808, flight line runway 18 right.
Airline 18 right, flight 2148.
There's a United plane that's either getting a UPS plane, sorry, that's either getting loaded up or unloaded. That plane kind of snuck up on us there. Not yet on the radar. Didn't even make a lot of noise.
Stand flight reach this vehicle.
Ameriflight Flight 1721. A Beech C-99. That may have been one we saw earlier.
For you, just go down to the end. We'll see
1982.
Probably the oldest plane we'll see tonight. Destination unspecified on flight radar. Comes that Frontier plane we spoke of earlier.
Dreamliner, far north on Charlie, Yankee, Hotel, runway 18 right.
Oh, I know why things look so blurry. I'm still digitally zoomed in on this. Let us rectify that. There we go.
Victor 2040, Echo to Alpha, short runway 18 left.
Echo to Alpha, hold short, 18 left, Foxtrot flight 2148.
Steve Lundaby, one of our great channel members, says, Walt, it's time to call it a night. Until next time, good night all. Good night to you, Steve. Always nice to have you here with us. Got something coming towards us here. I think this is a 777 300 ER American Airlines. It's just come out of the hangar, headed towards its next assignment.
Level 7 Lima uniform heavy at Yankee, approximately 18 right, approximately 18 left. Over the Yankee Bridge, contact ground 121.65.
We should probably use this opportunity to remind you what you're watching here. It's Runway DFW After Dark. My name is Walt. Very glad to have you along for the ride this evening. We'll be here for a little bit longer on this Tuesday, November 28th, 2023. I think we are allowed to play that song. Well, we've got American Flight 833. It is an Airbus A319. It is going to Monterrey in Mexico. And we're about to turn things over here to see if we can find it on runway 18 left. There it is. We're moments away from seeing another 767 tonight. This one will be a DHL flight operated by ABX Air, and it's going to Cincinnati. So we'll probably see it cross the runway. You may not see it take off from over here on the west side.
DFW Towers, America 1997, visual 18 right.
American 1997, DFW Tower, 18 right, settle engine 19001 or 19008.
Settle in 18 right, American 1997.
You may have heard Flight 1997 being announced. That is coming in from Los Angeles, California, Airbus A321. That'll be here in about a minute or two. What is that I see from our friend and our channel sponsor, James Webb? but $109. Well, I'm going to call it a $200 super chat. Howdy, Walt. Hope all is well. James, it is a little chilly, but we're glad to be here tonight using the cameras that you have supplied to the channel. Oops. Just trying to... Got this tripod kind of locked down here. Let me see if I can move it around. So thank you, James. There's some
2546 visual on it, right?
cargo going into that plane there. Okay, so we're about to see flight 1997. You may have seen this taking off from LAX on Kevin's stream earlier from Airline Videos Live. You're not seeing it yet. Where is that thing? Sometimes I get a little ahead of myself here, especially when things slow down a bit. While we wait for that, got an American Eagle plane. This is flight 457. Is that American Eagle? No, it's an American Airlines plane. Sorry. It's a 737-800. It is traveling to parts unknown. Johnny Dodge, we thank you for an $11 super chat, Walt. We all appreciate your great camera work. Thank you for all you do for the plane spotting community here at DFW and around the world. Thank you, Johnny. Here's the plane from LAX.
American 455, contact departure, take care. Other departure, American 455.
Got a Delta flight coming in next, flight 2546 from the Twin Cities of Minneapolis, St. Paul. Coming into the Twin Cities of Dallas and Fort Worth. So again, Johnny Dodge, thank you for that super chat.
American 1997, right, approximately 18 left at Whiskey Lima, taxi off the ramp. Have a good night.
Nova Rain says, hope you all are having a lovely evening. Channel member James Smith says, whoa, James Webb is in the house. Yes, he is. Ryan Buntrock says, good evening from the Texas desert of El Paso. Allie French says, my Disney parcel came via the UPS service at DFW to our EDI International Airport, then from our EDS UPS hub to our door. All right, now for that Delta plane coming in from Minneapolis, St. Paul. It's an Airbus A220. We're about to see UPS flight 791 going to Louisville. This will be a 757.
Delta 25,
I think I see it.
Whiskey Lima, cross, runway 18 left, taxi via Foxtrot, Alpha, count the ground, 0.65, taxi the altitude, so we're going to...
Alright, well,
Not sure which one it is that's going out here.
18 left, Foxtrot, Alpha, up the bridge there, ground 165, Delta 25, 40.
I see another of our great mods, Bev A, in the house. Thank you for being here tonight, Bev A. Claire Kahn says, it amazes me the support that is given to aviation streamers is so nice. Yes, it kind of knocks me to the floor as well sometimes, I must say. Eli Williams noted a Delta 767 in the background. That is correct. Okay, so we've got a 757 going out, that one there. This one's going to Louisville. And then there's also a 767 that's lit up, which is going to be off to Rockford Airport in the Chicago area.
UPS 791, DFW ground, roger.
There's Bev A, says, hi Walt, it's great to be here. Always glad to see you here, Bev.
Yep, UPS 791, runway 18 left, taxi via Whiskey Foxtrot, and hold short, runway 18 left.
Claire wants to know, when is the Cowboys game, Thursday or Sunday? Great question. I have no, I'm not a sports guy. You know, I don't mean to play dumb, but I just don't really know. I'm sure there's somebody with the Cowboys schedule here in the chat who could enlighten us about that.
$19.97.
20th Century 757. Been flying around for 26 years now.
UPS 791, cross, runway 18 left, hold short, runway 18 left. Yes, sir. Runway 13 left.
It's in a hurry.
CBS 793 heavy, get the ground. Whiskey Foxtrot, and you can plan runway 18 left or right, just for them.
Not wasting any time on its trek to Louisville.
And I missed that one.
Well, I don't know what happened to the to the 767, which I saw on the radar a moment ago, but now there's a, well, there it is. So I've got two other UPS planes getting ready to go out. A 767 to Louisville and an A300 to Louisville.
UPS 791 DFW Tower, RMF 2D Park, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
RMF B Park, clear for departure 18 left, UPS 791.
That looks like the A300. It's UPS Fest. I spy a turn and burn there. There's the A300.
CBS 755 heavy, DFW Tower.
Wheels up. Wheels up for Louisville.
Take off 18 left, RMF B Park, UPS 755.
All right, our parade continues with this A300. No, I'm sorry. This is the 767. Apologies. This is going to Rockford Airport in the Chicago area.
UPS 765, heavy contact departure, have a good
Departure, UPS 755, how do you see it?
So still got an A300 on tap to push back if the radar is operating correctly. None of your business lets us know that Rockford is one of the fastest growing freight airports. And I see Epic Toast Man, our friend, and fellow streamer from here in North Texas. Hello there, Epic Toast Man. He was correcting me on my misidentification of the 767 a little earlier, so I apologize for that. Just kind of warming up my hands here. I saw on, I guess everybody was perusing all the Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals online. I saw a pair of electric hand warmers, rechargeable hand warmers, and I'm kind of kicking myself now for not having taken advantage of that deal. I did get a 14 terabyte hard drive to store all of our broadcasts on, because I was running out of room on the an external drive that I had been using for that purpose. So found a really great deal on that. And then I also got maybe I should be using it tonight. I also got another camera for our remote camera, which is really just a phone. This is a Pixel, a Google Pixel XL3, I think it is. And I got a Google Pixel 6A to supplement it or maybe replace it. Yeah, because that one's not doing too well, is it? I must say, not doing quite so well. Let's see how, I've got it here. Let's see if it will connect to our, let's see here. Not seeing it, so I'll have to try that out another time, I guess.
FedEx 102 Heavy, right, quick start, your discretion, and you plan runway 18 left for departure, just put up one intersection of going. So there goes the A300 getting pushed back.
Jackery 2628, visual 18 right.
United 2628, get to tower, runway 18 right, clear to land, wind 100.
This one also going to Louisville. Louisville, of course, is the home of the UPS World Port. Its primary U.S. hub for cargo activity. We're about to see Frontier Flight 2710 arriving from the city adjacent to the bay, San Francisco, on an Airbus A320neo. See here if we can bring this Frontier flight to you. Seems to have some manner of bird on its tail. To be more specific, Lewis the greater sage grouse livery. Not too far behind that plane is United 2628 coming in from Houston Intercontinental. So we'll see that in a moment. Micro Econima is our newest subscriber. We welcome you. This A300 dates back to the turn of the century in the year 2001. Claire Kahn says, would love to stay a while longer, but must get some sleep. Well, just leave this on. We'll put you right to sleep. I must rise early to get my family going and head out myself. Enjoyed the stream and company. Thank you, Claire, for being a channel member. Let me just really whip away from this right now. We'll get this United plane coming in. There's a United 737-700. We don't see too many of those here.
$19.98.
Jackery 999.
United 2628. Then you south on Echoes, Alpha. At Alpha, approximately 18 left over bridge, got around 0.65.
Alright, Echo Alpha, cross 18 left, John Alpha, river 2, ground 165.
Remember I told you about that ABX DHL 767? It's still sitting in the cargo area. It's lit up on the radar, but it has not yet blasted off. So we'll keep an eye out for that one.
QBS 793 Heavy, DFW runway 18 left, taxi at Whiskey Foxtrot, Papa 318 right, hold short, runway 18 left.
Grounded, flight 17 down, Dr. Pine, still waiting on the
Up there, flight 2710, 121.65.
So another Louisville-bound aircraft, and so it makes a sharp right turn here.
Heavy, DFW Tower on that 2B park, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
So it's going out over here.
Clear for takeoff, 1M to B park, UPS 793 Heavy, thanks a lot.
Flight 793 Heavy. And this is unusual because normally, at least in my experience out here, most of the Louisville-bound planes get dispatched over to the east side for takeoff. Probably only about 1 out of 3 in my experience takes off from here on the west side, but we have been lucky enough to see all of them go out over here tonight.
Tower, American 1934, visual line right.
FedEx 102 heads from runway 18 right, hold short, runway 18 left at Zulu. American 1974, distance downer, runway 18 right, clear left, wind 190 at 9, Cockpit service, study going 767, South Carolina.
18 right, clear land, American 1934.
QBS at a 93, head stand tag, park, have a good night.
Over to departure, 793, thanks a lot, good night.
So the ranks are kind of thinning out there over at UPS.
FedEx 102 heavy, RNAV to spare. Runway 18 left at Zulu, clear for takeoff.
All right, now, spare, 18 left at Zulu, clear for takeoff, ABEX 102 heavy.
Rubio Blas says, hello there. What days do you see more 747 out there? I can't really say that. And here's that ABX there that we've been waiting on. We need to give it a little musical salute, I believe.
1991.
And off it goes to Cincinnati, the Queen City. So it is taking off from what we like to call the short T. About, I don't know, maybe a quarter of the way down runway 18 left.
Forward, 1 left, get the Jackery. Easy 44. FedEx 102 has contact. Departure. Good night.
Yeah, it's 102, going departure. We'll see you.
4111, Roger. We'll show Yankee closed from Juliet Yankee to Golf and hotel closed up to Whiskey Foxtrot.
There's American Flight 1974. Touching down after a flight from Las Vegas. In Airbus A321. Christy Dennis is signing off. Good night, guys. Have to rise and shine early in the morning. Have a great night, everyone. I have to rise and shine early, too. I got to go see my grandson off to school in the morning. His bus picks him up just before 7 a.m. Just before 7 a.m.
American 1659, get the shower. We 18 right, triple M.
Runway 18 right, American 1659.
American 1974 at Whiskey Mike.
Carlo Longerbeam says, thank you, Walt, mods, and everyone for a great stream as always. My hubby is exhausted and I need to go. Hope everyone has a wonderful night. And until next time, good night. Thank you, Carlo.
After crossing taxi north on Foxtrot and hold short of Zulu.
Gino Finelli says hello. Hello, Gino. Larry Hawkins says, did the stream freeze or is it me? I think it's me. I think I'm frozen. It's it's 47 degrees. It's not that cold. But my hands are kind of icing up here. American Flight 1659 from Los Angeles, California. Another plane you may have seen take off from that airport on Airline Videos Live. It's an Airbus A321N Neo. My mouth is not working now. Yeah, so we'll spin the big camera around. Let's check in on that remote camera of ours. Is it? Oh, it's looking more terrible than ever. That's terrible. I gotta go get that camera. Let me go do that. I'll be right back. I'll play some music.
American 1974, you said you got 57.
Can I do this in 1 minute is the question. Well, let's see. Put on a minute worth of music and see if I can get back in time.
American 1659 at Whiskey Lima, crossway 18 left, where we park.
Well, I have a feeling that we ran out of music, didn't we? But I did get the camera moved, and it's a good thing too because it was starting to sprinkle. The sprinklers are going off across there where the camera was, so that's been taken care of. Skittles, in my absence, has deposited a $50 super chat. Good evening, Walt and DFW family. Just chiming in, but hope all is well. Thank you for this beautiful broadcast. I always enjoy it. Cheers. Skittles, that's very generous of you. Thank you so much. Let me catch my breath. Okay, well, I don't see anything coming in. Let me check with the airport here. I'm getting a little shivery. Well, there's a there's a 747 scheduled to come in from Anchorage at 11:45, Cathay Pacific. But since it's not in the air right now, I'm going to suspect that we're not going to be seeing that plane tonight. And I'm looking at the other things that are happening, and there's just not a lot happening here. So I think this is going to be it for us on this Tuesday evening. Do have American Airlines coming in from Auckland at 11:05, but I don't think I can make that. So, what I do need to do is to thank all of our great members. And to do that, I will show you this, what we call in the business a crawl. So as you can see, we've got our Runway DFW sponsor, James Webb. We thank him so much for sponsoring this channel. And as you who were here earlier saw, that he shared with us a very generous $200 super chat. And there are the names of our Quad Jet members. You know all those people. And I thank all of them for their support of this channel.
who's at 131? American 35 Heavy, get ground, thank you. Runway 18 left, fast speed. Whiskey Kilo, Foxtrot, and Whiskey Hotel.
Yeah, there's just not a lot happening right now. Sometimes we get some good action here in the 11 o'clock hour, but doesn't look like we've got that lined up for us tonight. So, let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's kind of our getting out of here music. Again, would like to thank very much the sponsor of this channel, James Webb. Thank you, James, once again, for everything you do. We would like to thank also our friend Kevin at Airline Videos Live. He supplies us with batteries that we can use for this channel until Kevin gets back. And of course, to our great moderators, the Runway DFW Moderation Federation. I saw A-list flyer Chris in there. I saw Beve. I saw Josh Aldrich. Did I miss anybody? I hope not. Thank you all for your service to this channel. Now, when will we be on again? I don't know. I haven't looked at the weather yet. I know we're supposed to get some rain later this week, so it may be a little dicey for any more night or morning streams. I'm inclined to do a morning stream just to kind of change things up, and when we do that, we usually come on around 7 a.m. Central Time. So keep those alerts, that bell thing. Click the bell. That'll let you know when we're going to be broadcasting again in the future. So let's say, as we watch the names of our great members here, let's let's click in with those of you who are saying so long. O'Malley says, thanks, Walt. Good stuff. Thank you. Beve says, a pleasure. Thank you, Beve, for being a moderator and a member. Super 80 Swiss Air says, thanks, Walt, mods and supporters. Y'all are awesome. Mary Extraordinaire says, I don't like that crawl. I like the plain background better. Well, here's why I did this, Mary, just for some deep background. I can crank this crawl out in about 5 minutes. It would take me about 15 minutes to do the airplane background. There's a lot of formatting to do. Look at all those vehicles there. I guess we're going to be inspecting the runway. Let's see. Ferdio says, well, all going to call it a night. Until next time, thanks for a great stream, Walt. Thank you. Kiwi Whispers ASMR says, get inside the hangar, Walt. Don't go all hyperthermic on us, please. I'll be okay. Don't worry about that. Didn't bring the hangar tonight. I should have. Daymark River Street Name Bamboo says, hi. Hello to you. And let's see, anything else? Rubio Blast says, recently visited the same spot you're at. Hope to see you there next time. I hope I will as well. Luis Amaya 770 says, I have a question. When are the next live streams coming? Well, as I said before, I'm not sure quite yet, so hang in there. And I think that's going to be about it. Mike Washka says, have a great evening, Walt. Always fun. Thank you. Mary Extraordinaire says thank you. After I explained, I do like that airplane background for the... maybe I'll think of a different way to do it, but yeah. FTHL Luke says, love the stream. Look forward to the next one. Until next time, thank you, Walt Mods and the RDFW family. Such great music tonight. And speaking of great music, I think we've waited long enough to be able to see. We're just going to stick around for a little while longer. Because we've got American Flight 35, a 7879 Dreamliner cleared for takeoff. Now we've got Qatar Flight 732 to Doha, which is 777. So all this heavy action is kind of revving me up here. I don't know that we'll see the Doha flight going out from this side, but we'll take a look at the plane here in a minute. This may be the flight to Auckland. Doesn't show up. It's not showing up on my flight radar.
Change over my frequency 1241.
Yes, that is the flight to Auckland. So we've got that covered.
Jackery Dancer 390 is on the visual warning. Right, 1 left.
Now, let us see if we can find... Where's that Qatar flight? There it is.
Charlie is heavy, ready on reaching.
I think we may see this taking off in front of us tonight. This typically goes over to the east side.
2 Charlie Heavy, RNAV 2 Sarah, runway 18 left, clear takeoff, traffic on a 6-mile final, landing 18 left.
On up. 2 Sparrow and clear takeoff 18 left, copy traffic, Charlie Heavy.
39, calculate turtle, steady Boeing 753.
Well, reports of the end of this broadcast have been exaggerated. Well, look, it's got the 25-year sticker there on the front.
2 Charlie Head contact, park, take care.
There's Pop 6 Tower 2 Charlie Heavy, bye-bye.
So off it goes to Doha. And look at us, we're still here in the back of our truck. We've got Spirit Flight 390 coming in from Orlando on an Airbus A321. Looks like it's coming in on runway 18 left, I believe. So there, I've got all of our members accounted for. Thank you again to all the members of the Runway DFW family. If you're a new member, you didn't see your name there. It'll be on our next broadcast. Well, we're clearing the decks of what are the remaining UPS planes here. Another 757 is on its way. This is going again, not again, but this is going to Rockford Airport near Chicago. May have to deploy the jingle singers once more. They thought they were going to get to go home.
Tower American 2365, visual 1A right.
American 2365, get to the tower, runway 18 right, clear to land, wind 100 at 9.
White right, clear to land, American 2365.
1988.
Yes, a 35-year-old aircraft there.
UBS 753, RNAV 2B, park, runway 18 left, good takeoff.
Think of all the other planes that were in the sky when this plane was first flying around. I do believe you would have seen a few, not more than a few, 727s flying about back then, along with some Tri-Stars and a bunch of DC-10s. Thank you, Eagle14410, for your subscription. And you may be able to hear it. There's a 767 now backing up, getting ready to take off. We're getting ready to head out to Louisville. This one, however, going to Chicago Rockford.
Heavy at Whiskey Foxtrot, cross runway left, runway left. American 2365 at Whiskey Lima, approximately 18 left, taxi off the ramp with me, have a good night.
Right at Whiskey Lima, cross 18 left, golf to the ramp. Have a good night.
1996.
Another 20th century plane for you before we go. This may be our last one. Here on a Tuesday night edition of Runway DFW After Dark.
CBS 765 heavy, if they got RNAV 2B Park, runway 18 left, if they got.
RNAV B Park, 18 left, clear for takeoff, UPS 765 heavy.
Once again, it's been a very unusual night. All the UPS planes have gone out here on the west side. And we even saw a FedEx plane come in on the west side too. All right, boys and girls, I think that's going to do it for us tonight. Here from the high above Runway DFW Founders Plaza in Super Samu, the sprinkler avoidance mobile unit. That's it. We'll see you next time. Let's play our farewell music, shall we?
Travel arrangements for overseas acts and promotional consideration furnished by Pan American World Airways, the world's most experienced airline. Pan Am makes the going great. This is Dick Tufeld speaking.